chance for money lying in NRI accounts. Our focus in this segment is you, your portfolio and what you could do with it. While each case study we take up today will have some unique planning and investment requirements, the basic good tenets of investment are something applicable widely. So do watch the solutions our financial planner Amit Kukreja offers to our callers today and zero in on some key takeaways for your money management. Amit, thanks very much for joining us here.
Thank you.
Okay, let's bring on our first caller. Anjali is joining us from Bangalore. Hi Anjali, go ahead. How can we help you?
Hi Manisha, thank you very much for taking my call.
It's a pleasure.
I have three queries. First query is related to my home loan. I have two home loans. One is for independent house and the other one is for an apartment. For independent house, I am paying a monthly EMI of 10,000 and outstanding loan amount is 8 lakhs. And I bought this house in 2004. And for second home loan, that is for my apartment, I am paying a monthly EMI of 30,000 and outstanding loan amount is around 25 lakhs. I have purchased this apartment in 2009.
Okay, we got that.
I would like to repay my home loan by year 2015 by paying around 5 lakhs every year. So my question is it a good idea to repay my home loan by 2015? Also, I would like to know whether it is a good idea to first repay my home loan that I have taken for apartment and then repay the loan taken for the independent house.
All right. Okay. Any other question, Anjali?
Yes, I have two more questions. My second query is related to health insurance.
Okay, go ahead. And then your final question?
Third query is related to savings. I would like to save around 50 lakhs by year 2020. So could you please suggest me good investment policies?
All right. Okay. Long questions, but she's done extremely well on real estate and that's exactly what I was speaking to Mr. Ramesh Damani. Why is everybody going towards real estate even though it's a lumpy investment? But people do seem to get a lot of comfort by having real estate and she's done that. I mean, 2 homes at that young an age is a great amount of security, isn't it? She's done well for herself. It's just now a matter of creating long-term financial stability.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think real estate is tangible. I think that's one of the biggest drivers for people to get into that investment asset class. For people who have 2 homes, I believe second home can be used as a source of income. The house shouldn't be left vacant. Possibly Anjali should try to lease it out if she doesn't have any preference of keeping the house vacant, and if she intends to, then she can pay off any of the loans if you are picking up the loan.
And I would think if she's a single independent woman, keeping 2 loans is a bit too much.
Yeah.
One must at least get rid of 1 loan rather than prepaying both a little bit. I think closing down on 1 and keeping 1 would be a better idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think the one that she's living in, which is the apartment in Bangalore, she can pay off the loan in the next 3 to 4 years. But the one that she has for the independent house, she can continue that. If possible, she can try lease it out because she gets the tax advantage. The entire interest income that she pays through the EMIs gets tax exempted if she has a tenant out there. Otherwise, she'll be having the annual value, but she won't be getting the income, which will not be tax advantageous.
Right, and negative rental yield can be just set, income can be set off against your income,
That's
overall
correct.
income as well.
That's correct too.
All right, so the first suggestion on home loan is that you must repay back 1, don't try and repay back both a little bit each year. Just close out on the loan for the apartment that you're living in. Second, medical insurance which covers cancer, because I believe her mother is a cancer patient, so she would be at a high risk, they say. I mean, people tend to get anxious about that kind of a coverage.
See, that's a difficult one actually. She can get a policy from Apollo Munich. There are a bunch of policies that she can look at.
And they cover cancer.
And they cover cancer, provided there is no pre-existing symptom of the ailment. If there is any, then she should disclose that to the insurance company while filling up the form. But if there's nothing and nothing comes out even during the medical tests that the insurance company actually asked her to go through, then she's fine, then she'll be
And there's no reason why they should not cover her. There's no prohibiting a family member just because there's a history of family having it,
That's
right?
correct. There's
Only
no
you need not, you should be free of that disease
Correct.
at that particular time when you're going for your medical
That's
test.
correct.
All right, so Apollo Munich is your choice. Now she needs 50 lakh by 2020. You've seen the monies that she earns. How much can she put aside, Amit, and where should she put it?
I think she definitely is lacking asset among the asset class. Equities is completely missing out there. So she should try get into equity market through the mutual funds. To build up a corpus of 50 lakhs, she can start SIPs of about 14,500. Two SIPs of 14,500 each into large cap and large and mid cap mutual funds or multi cap mutual funds. I would recommend ICICI Prudential Focus Blue Chip or Franklin India Blue Chip or HDFC Top 200. Just pick any two and continue your SIPs for next 7 to 8 years. That should easily get her there. That's assuming there is a growth rate of about 11 to 12% per annum.
Okay, Anjali, so all three questions answered. You know, overall, for all our viewers there, women tend to live longer, earn less, and take more breaks from workplace to care for their family. And studies show that women tend to save a slightly higher percentage of their paychecks than men, but they ultimately end up with smaller balances because of their lower earnings. Now, this can be fixed by you as a single independent woman. All that you need to do is take care of your money and understand your investment options and take informed decisions. They also say that women inherently don't find the subject of money and investing as interesting as men and prefer to put away large bank balances. They like to see the large bank balance and the comfort of it, which of course is something that you needn't do because it's very, very low yielding sort of a saving. So that's a barrier to break, but other than that, rules for managing money are the same for men and women. All right, Sameer Patel from UK writes in saying that I'm an Indian national currently residing in UK, have a bank account in India and normally transfer funds from UK periodically. Currently, I have 14 lakhs saved in NRE account with an interest rate of 4%. Whoa! Sometimes in July, I will get 57 lakhs as salary and would transfer the same to India, planning to convert some money from my bank account to a FD at 9.25% as this is tax-free. Advise me on how to invest the rest of the money to maximize good returns. Why is he keeping 14 lakhs in an NRE account at 4%, just making the bank rich?
He shouldn't. He should put the money at least in fixed deposits until he figure out where he would like to use that money for.
Right, absolutely.
And
14 lakhs is not a small amount. It's a huge amount.
It's a decent chunk, yeah. And I'm sure NRI gets higher interest rates if they keep the money in India. In terms of the 57 lakhs that he's about to receive in few months from now, it'll be very important, Samir, that you have the clarity of goals. Where would you like to use this money for and after how many years? If it's a very, if the duration is very short and you need the money in a couple of years from now, then you should use it, you should park the money in debt funds. If you want to use the money for child education, then hybrid funds are your best options. They could be equity oriented, they could be debt oriented hybrid funds.
But balanced or hybrid funds.
Or balanced or hybrid funds. And if you want to use the money after a long period of 10 to 12 years, then I think equity is your best asset class. There's nothing that can beat equities in the present moment. And
let's warn Sameer that please do not come to India or use that money in India to buy bundled products, which is insurance linked with investments. Stick around with clear mutual funds, and if you've got a knack of picking up direct stocks, even that is more advisable, right? You may burn your finger, but if you're at least doing it yourself, you will start understanding the equity markets and doing the right thing. A little bit in gold, he could even, I mean, if he's going to return, some amount in gold is anyway 5 to 10% recommended.
Absolutely. No more than 10%.
Okay, so here's a large takeaway for everybody. Short-term goals, short-term money market, debt funds, that's where your money should be going. Child's education, if you can have a risk appetite, then equity funds are hybrid or balanced funds, and our long-term goals must go into well-performing equity funds. Value research, Morningstar, websites that you can go to and look at well-rated 5-star funds in each category. Amit, thanks very much for joining me today on Let's Talk Money. If you've got a question, just send us an SMS, 56388. money@ndtv.com is also an email that you can write to us or reach out to us on. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again same time next week.